Thank you for joining. This is HackMerced. It's going to be a 36-hour hackathon being at 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Thank you all for coming. And as you guys can see, HackMerced 6 is virtual. That's why we decided to go with the VI-virtual. So just a little play on words. Just a little bit about me. My name is Manjit Singh. I'm the director of HackMerced. I've been in HackMerced for 2 years now. This is my second year. And it's been a blast hosting the hackathon, attending other hackathons. I've learned a lot, and hopefully you guys all have fun during this hackathon. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns. If you guys have any feedback, of course, feel free to reach out. I'll be on Discord. I'll try to make all the events, but I'll be at most of the events. And if you ever have any questions, just feel free to ask away. And again, thank you guys for coming, and we'll get started. So what is a hack? For anyone wondering if this is your first hackathon or if you just wanted to brush up, a hack is basically a quick solution that solves a problem, but doesn't solve it well or in an efficient way. Considering you have limited time, we're not going to ask you to make it like very well done or try to make it as best as possible. As long as you think it answers a prompt and answers a question and it is a good project, then we would say go for it. Hackathons are for learning new skills. We'll be hosting a lot of workshops. We have a lot sorry. Yeah, we have a lot of workshops. You can realize roles that you play in your field. So through a hackathon, you can learn all the different things that go into building a project. You'll be able to meet like-minded individuals, so you can form teams. And off of that, we'll be having a team building mixer as soon as the opening ceremony ends at 9, and it will take place on the Discord. So on there, if you don't have a team already, you can meet new people, you can find team members. We also have a team channel if you're trying to look for people. So be sure to go there. And lastly, you'll be tackling big problems. As you've seen for our prompts, we have 3 main prompts that we're using: inclusivity, social good, and cybersecurity. And all of those pose a problem. So feel free to check those out and try to think of a solution for those and see what type of project you'd want to build out during these next 36 hours. I'd like to take this chance to introduce the executive director of HackMerced 3, Jen Tangent.
Thank you, Manjit. Thank you for that introduction. Hey, everybody. Good evening. My name is Jan, and it is my absolute privilege and honor to welcome you into HackMerced 6, the Central Valley's premier hackathon for 6 years in a row. This year, we are fully digital. So I actually feel pretty old for saying this, but I was part of the founding HackMerced team back in 2015. And I served on the leadership team until graduation in 2018, which is when I led the event as the executive director. Since then, I've worked in the biotech sector down here in San Diego. I wonder how many of you guys are from San Diego or SoCal. I am currently working as a software engineer and am attending Georgia Tech as a part-time master's student. Speaking here is actually giving me chills because I remember how fun, pretty arduous and rewarding it was to be involved with HackMerced. So it's been no short of inspirational to me and moving to see how far the event continues to progress year after year and the proportional impact that HackMerced has had for everybody involved. At this point, I want to give a quick shout out to the team and the directors that made this happen. The website looks absolutely stunning, like you guys nailed it. The number of attendees grows year after year, and the prizes look very, very enticing. Definitely a lot more enticing than when I served as a director, so that's great. Probably the most impressive thing is coordinating everything during the pandemic. I remember how stressful it was planning this whole thing, and it is really remarkable that you guys iterate every single year, regardless of whether or not there's a pandemic. So props to you guys. Regardless of your background, I think hackathons are the most important events that you can attend in college, especially HackMerced. You'll collaborate with other motivated people in different disciplines. You'll get a real tangible taste of launching a product and presenting it in front of your peers and judges. You'll encounter some of the difficult decisions that entrepreneurs face every day. You'll perform at basically max capacity with a deadline to hit, and you'll do it all within 36 hours. So this is really real world experience that you'll be able to put on your resume and talk about in professional or even non-professional manners. The most important takeaway from this event is to have fun building something you wouldn't normally be motivated to build. This is your chance to be adventurous and your opportunity to explore past your boundaries. So give yourself a pat on the back. And yeah, I mean, you've decided to compete in HackMerced this weekend. Competition is fierce, but your imagination is truly unlimited. The best ideas I've seen people come up with usually pop in around midnight, but so have the worst ones. So take care of yourself, get some sleep, and stay healthy. We are all pumped to see what you and your brilliant minds come up with. Good luck and kill it out there. And with that, I'll hand it off to Amar.
All right, hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, oh man, all right. I was hoping I could use my headset instead of my phone mic to talk, but I just realized if I use my headset, my little default profile picture icon comes up instead of my phone camera. So I'm just gonna take this off and talk to my phone. Give me a second. Can I share my screen? Cool.
Yeah. Could you try right now?
Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. All good.
Okay.
All right. Hey guys, you guys are ready to have a nice 36-hour hackathon? I'll just give a quick, high-level overview of the lab and who I am. So this is gonna be kind of similar to last year, but last year I came with Luis Gutierrez, who's also a lab employee here, and I'm Amar Saini. I'm currently a data scientist in deep learning and a software dev for a little bit of software development in Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. And I did my undergrad here at UC Merced from 2014 to 2017, and then my master's from 2017 to 2019, and just went here full time. I love it here. I do not see myself leaving for anything at all. It's great. It's like being a college kid forever at the lab. Grad student, actually. So yeah, the lab has like 6.8K employees. There's 300 undergrad interns, 20 grad students, 200 postdocs. There's a lot of college based students still here in the lab, not just full-time employees. And there's 7.7K acres, so it's a huge little facility here. And we have like armed guards around the perimeter with gates, and there's little taxis that you can call and just like Uber yourself for free around the campus if you need to. It's really neat. The mission of the lab here is to kind of strengthen national security using all sorts of disciplines, and our main goals is the ones listed here, particularly things like national defense, counterterrorism, cybersecurity, dealing with nuclear material, and weapon control, to list a few. And these are some of our national laboratory sites. We have NIF, the National Ignition Facility, and we have the E453. This is where the supercomputers are held, second fastest in the world, I believe. And yeah, it's a nice little explanation of what the lab is. We have a huge budget, 2.1 billion. The way it works is 3-letter agencies like FBI, CIA, DOD, CDC. They just ask some PIs, hey, we need a project. We can sponsor it for you. And they say, sure. And they look for assets that get hired into the lab, such as myself, to kind of join the project and work on it. And it's really neat because you kind of just move around to different projects whenever you want. So you're not always told what to do. You can just pick what you want to do at the lab. People come to you with project pitches and you can say, yeah, I like it. I'll go work with you. And maybe someone else 50% time on each. So the work is really meaningful here. And the lab, they have a lot of connections with UC Merced. And I say, I'm here. But aside from that, they have a data science challenge that's hosted yearly over the summer. And I'm not sure if this one is closed. I think it's still open, but basically 4 undergrads will get paired with a graduate student. And you'll get to work on a real problem at the lab, data science problem. And it's a great experience. If there wasn't a pandemic, you'd go there in person, and really neat. There's also a scholarship program. This one is probably closed already, but just want to remind those that did apply for it. This is a yearly thing. So if you did miss it this year and you're not graduating this year, try to remember next year. Because I don't get to come to HackMerced like unless it's like a hackathon, and by then it's kind of too late to tell you. So I'll try to get this information out through like one of your hackathon directors maybe next year so people can apply. And that's the lab. So that's the lab stuff I should probably talk about when I'm sponsoring. And then kind of want to flip my camera. I'm excited to see where people are working. I'm not sure if you guys can see my camera. But here's my setup. We got the Starlight projector up here. We got the Nanolise on the floor. It should go on the wall, kind of. We got the Chroma keyboard, mouse, extended mouse pad, and then the little nice, cool purple. You can't see my setup. Oh my God, okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. So you have to look at the participants. It's my phone that I'm on, kind of showing where I'm at. But yeah, I don't want to take too much time up because I'm sure you guys have a lot of other stuff to kind of talk about. So I'll hand it back to whoever's next. You'll find me in the Discord. I'll be sitting in the lounge. I'll also be judging one of the tracks, and I will be here for mentoring if anyone needs it. So, and my workshop starts at 1 a.m. by the way, for data science, machine learning, deep learning. So be sure to come by and say hi. See you guys around.
Thank you so much, Jen and Amar. As Amar mentioned, his workshop does start at 1. If you would like more information, we'll also have it on our live site, hackmerced.com/#live. And on there's our schedule for when our workshops are going to be. And again, thank you so much to both of you for coming and putting the time out to join this hackathon, present, and of course, to do the workshop also. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So one thing I did want to start off with is because we've had a couple of people ask us this question. So just for everyone's knowledge, let's say the question is, can I submit my project to a different hackathon or submit a previous one that I did submit somewhere else and work on it, or submit that one back to HackMerced 6? The answer is no, you cannot. Any and all projects must be created and submitted for and during HackMerced 6, with all project team members must be accepted applicants. So our applications closed about in 17 minutes ago. So as long as your team has applied and joined, that is completely fine. If you have any questions or comments about this, please feel free to reach out to any one of us with the organizer tag on Discord, and we'll feel free to ask us, and then we'll help out. Projects must be submitted solely for HackMerced 6 and must not be submitted to any other hackathon, because on DevPost, you'll see a lot of other hackathons like, these are available and I can just submit to there. We really request that you don't do that, just to keep like the integrity of your project, and just so because it is the rules that we're putting out for this hackathon. So again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Going from that, we'll now get to tracks. So we're going to have 3 main tracks, like we mentioned. The first one is social good. Social good, also known as common good, focuses on societal problems and potential to offer meaningful solutions. Create a project to bring the world to a more equitable and sustainable path. All these summaries that we are providing are going to be on our dev post, or also on our prizes on our live site. The dev post is also linked on our live site, hackmerced.com. So please feel free to check that out if you ever need to access this information again. Our second main track is inclusiveness this year. Diversity is an integral part of our history, culture, and identity. Inclusion is the way we treat and perceive all differences. So create a project to accelerate the approach to diversity and inclusion. And lastly, our third track is cybersecurity. The substantial use of technology has made it vital to safeguard ourselves from unapproved access. Private information and data are more exposed than before to such unpleasantries. Create a project to enrich a safe digital world. So these are our 3 main tracks that we're going to be offering. The prizes and other related information are listed on the dev post and on our live site, as I mentioned. So feel free to check that out. And if you have any questions about any of these categories, feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be more than happy to help. And now a word from our sponsor, Major League Hacking. Let me share my audio.
Hello, everyone.
Can you guys hear that?
Loud and clear.
My name is Sean, and I am from Major League Hacking. What is Major League Hacking? Well, Major League Hacking is the official global hacker community with over 135,000 students all across the globe, just like you. But what exactly does it mean to be in the league? Well, it actually means that you're earning points for your school by being here. And the best way to earn points for your school is to bring your friends along for the ride. Now that's great, Sean, but what exactly are we going to be doing here this weekend? Well, we have our U.S. Air Force Cybersecurity Challenge at 3 p.m. in the Activities channel. It is a lot of fun. It's a capture the flag styled event. Highly recommend you show up. In addition, we have our MS Paint Bob Ross mini event at 7 p.m. in the Activities channel on Saturday. Another great way to take a break and have some fun with your friends. In addition, we have a 2021 season mascot mask, limited edition while supplies last. Just by being at the hackathon, you will be able to get yourself one of these. And we have our MLH Career Lab. So for those of you looking for career and internship opportunities, this is the place to go. Check out the link below and we can get you set up. Now, I have 2 words for everybody here. Free software. Thanks to our friends at GitHub, everybody here can get the free GitHub Student Developer Pack. It is an amazing free resource, especially for you first-time hackers out there. And for you artists and doodlers, we do have an AutoCAD drawing contest. All you need to do is tweet your best AutoCAD to @GitHub Education using hashtag #myAutoCAD and hashtag HackMerced. Thanks to our friends at domain.com, everybody here can get a free .space, .tech, or .online domain. All you need to do is use code BGREEN at checkout. And everybody here should have been emailed some Google Cloud credit. If you haven't, come find me in Discord, and I'll be more than happy to give you a code to get started. And thanks to our friends at DigiKey, if you are thinking about building a hack with hardware this weekend, you can earn yourself a very cool hardware prize. Check out the link below to find out more information. Now, let's talk about prizes. So we're going to be giving out some prizes here this weekend. Here are the ones that we'll be giving out. My personal favorite is the best use of Google Cloud because you can actually win a Google Cloud branded backpack. And on a serious note, I do want to take a step back and remind everybody that even though this event is online, this hackathon is a safe space for everybody. So if you feel uncomfortable or there was something said to you, please feel free to come and message either me or one of the organizers, and we will be more than happy to take care of it for you. You can read more about the MLH Code of Conduct at the link right there. Basically, you want to treat everybody how you would like to be treated. You can reach us by messaging us on Discord, or you can contact the incidents line at the email and phone number provided. Once again, I just want to say thank you to all of our amazing partners for helping this all happen. My name is Sean. Everything I said could be found at hack.mlh.io. And happy hacking, everyone.
That was a word from Sean. Sean will also be on our Discord. There is a Ask ML8 channel, or feel free to message him as he had mentioned. And so be on the lookout for him. As they said, we'll be hosting 2 MLH events, which is also on the schedule if you'd want to take a look at it on our live site. And now I'd like to go into the sponsor prizes that we have coming up. So the other 2 that we mentioned were the 3 main tracks, and now we'll have Best in Design. Basically, the summary for this is to create a project that showcases the best UI UX design, make your project beautiful and user friendly. We also have a Moonshot Prize category, which is the best hack that is the craziest, the most out of this world project at HackMerced 2021. It doesn't need to fit any category, so make sure to take risks and make the impossible. We have the best UCM related hack for sponsors ACM. It's create a solution-based project that helps build a community of UC Merced together, ensure it is marketable, and contributes to enrich the life of those who reside in UC Merced/Merced. We have our sponsor Citrus, and theirs is the Citrus Tech for Social Good hack. It's create a solution-based project that helps build a community of UC Merced together, ensure it is marketable, and contributes to enrich the life of those who reside in the UC Merced/Merced area. As Sean had mentioned, there's a best hardware hack for using your preferred hardware. Emulator, build a hack for your chance to win a group beginner kit, win an embed Arduino, one prize for each winning team member with 2 winning teams per event. Also have the best use of Google Cloud, which is build your hackathon project with a suite of secure storage, powerful computer, and integrated data analytics products provided by Google Cloud. Each winning team member receives a Google Cloud swag bag, complete with a beanie, pillow, journal, socks, and lanyards. International winners will receive a Google branded Parkland backpack. And oh, that should not be there. One thing we did want to mention for the hackathon is the submissions will all be done on DevPost. So as soon as you finish your project, go on the DevPost and you'll be able to submit it. How we're doing submissions this year is you are allowed to submit to any one main track. So either inclusivity, cybersecurity, or social good. So you would pick a track, one of those main tracks to build a project for, and you submit to only one of those main 3 tracks. And then you can choose 3 sub tracks like best Google Cloud hack, best design, moonshot. So you would be able to, in your submission post, the application on DevPost, you can pick which 3 subtracks you want to submit your project to, and those are the ones you will be graded for. Looked for by our sponsors. Does anyone have any questions about that? You choose one main track or 3 separate subtracks. If anyone does have any questions, feel free to message us on Discord, and we'd be more than welcome to answer any that anyone has. Off of that, we have a team building and networking session, as we mentioned, that is going to occur from 9 to 10 p.m. on our Discord. So look, if you're in, if you need a team or if you just need 1 or 2 members or you're trying to find a team, feel free to go there, and there'll be other people that also need a team. There's also the team building channel that you can introduce yourself in and say, what type of team you're looking for. So feel free to take advantage of those resources. Yes, these are all Pacific times. 9 to 10 Pacific. And lastly, to revisit information on any prize that we mentioned or to submit your project, visit hackmerced-vi.devpost.com, which is also linked on our live site under resources, and you'd be able to see all the information that was mentioned, and this is where you would go to submit your project. Each project requires a video demo, which we also have listed on our dev post. So the demo specifications are on there, and we also have resources on our live site to help you guys make the video. We have an hour allocated on our schedule to tell you guys like when you should wrap up coding and when you should start building out the video, because as soon as submissions close, we won't be able to take any other submissions. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to let us know. And all those resources are provided on our live site, hackmerced.com, and you can also check it out there. And as I mentioned, hackmerced.com/#live has our schedule, prizes, and resources. And DevPost is where you'll be submitting the video submission of your project. Thank you everyone for coming. Does anyone have any questions? Uh-huh. The GitHub education pack is on github.com/students, I believe. And as long as you sign up with a school registered email, you should have access to that. Oh, thank you, Shirley, for providing the link. It's the link in the chat.
Also, if you don't have any questions right now, or there's a question that came up during the event, don't feel free to ask on our FAQ channel on our Discord.
Yeah. As Mary had mentioned, we have our FAQ channel open, so feel free to drop any questions you may have there also. All right. Thank you everyone for coming, and happy hacking. We have our team building workshop happening in 30 minutes. Feel free to meet us there, and if you need a team, please join there. And good luck, everyone, and have fun. Submissions close at 11? 10. Submissions close at 10 o'clock.
Submission close at 10, and then 10 to 11, you'll have an hour to record and do your presentation and submit your video on the dev post. It'll all be on
Yes.
schedule.
10 a.m. PST on Sunday.
Yeah, so we would recommend at 10 you stop coding and start working on your demo, and then 11 o'clock all dev post submissions are due. Yeah, and if you ever have any other questions, please feel free to message us on Discord. Thank you, everyone, and happy hacking.